Welcome to the 177th episode of Pixelmon. My name is SwordKing090 and let's get started. And I'm on a server called Envyblock.org. So if you'd like to join us, that's going to be the server IP. Just mind you that we do have rules. Just respect the players and the moderators and the staff. And as well as that, do not break the rules. That we pretty much is no x-raying, no griefing, no stealing, and no raiding other people's bases. So have fun. It is survival in a world of Minecraft, and of course we have Pokemon. And currently we are working on the last skylight of the server, and I got, well, there is Pablo, there is Eternal Damnation, Juke Plays, and Goku helping me out mining this all up. So we got some work to do, a little bit of disorganization, but that is fine. We will actually fix this up in a bit. So in any case, who's down there? I have not seen this person. Let's see. I didn't see his name. Oh, he was crouching. Where did he go? Alright. Where did he go? Come on now. Come on now. Where did you go? I saw you. I saw your name. Unless I was a Pokemon. Then I guess that I am... Whoa, hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Don't need that block right there. Uh-huh. Okay. I guess that was... It was just a Pokemon. Okay, that is fine. We're going to be moving on from here. Oh, it was a person. I knew it. Alright, so it's already been dealt with that its plays or just its actually was mining up resources around the area, and I just witnessed him, so I actually TP'd out of him, or TP'd him out of the skylight. And as I said before, is that if you want to help, that is fine, but if you're only going for the resources, then it only shows that you only care for the resources and you don't want to bother helping out with anything else. It's just like a person showing up to work just for the paycheck, but not actually doing any work for that paycheck. You are able to actually get the resources when you actually get to them. Like this right here, you'll be able to actually mine up the coal and keep it for yourself, but just don't go ahead and go for the iron that's right there. If you're on that layer, then you could go get it. So that's just gonna be that type of deal. Now, what I've said before, it was a lot of talking. It was a lot of talking. Okay, okay, there you go. Alright. So yeah. Let's hope that I'll be able to explain this well, even though I've done so many parts. So last I left off was that we are human. Yes, staff is human. We have emotions. We deal with a lot of things on the server. And there's going to be a lot of people thinking to themselves or saying out loud like, why are you making this such a big deal? It is only a video game. And the answer to that is that you cannot tell me that you have not invested your time and emotion in a video game. If you have ever raged, if you ever felt sad, then you are pretty much the same as me, and the same as another person, as the same as any other person that plays video games. Like if you talk to another person and they say the most annoying thing, it's no different from what they're saying in a chat. You feel annoyed, you're putting your emotion into it, so it's like it's absolutely no different. But to in more of an actual expanse or expanded level or a larger level, yes, it's a little bit more serious when it deals with a server, when you have to communicate with people every single day with different backgrounds, different ethics, different morals, and different things like that, to where it's like if someone disagrees with you and they hate you for that, then yes, it's gonna be a little bit more personal. Depending on how you think about it, you may not actually think about it all so much. It may not even matter to you. But the fact of the matter is that one person is taking it so serious that they're taking the time out of their lives to go after you, then it's obvious that it means a lot to them. So yeah, there are people who invest their time and emotions onto a video game, but if it's actually onto a server where there's a lot of people with different backgrounds, then yes, it really kind of gets personal every once in a while, especially when someone decides to attack you for whatever reason. So, yep, it gets serious. So I'm just talking about this right here because, again, staff especially have emotions, they have feelings, but they always have to put up a strong front to where that they have to control themselves. But if a staff member actually lashes out at people, then it gives everybody else who is staff a little bit of a bad image just because of one bad seed. That's just how it goes, guys. That's really how it goes. We have to represent the server. We have to represent what is staff and what is Envyblock, or what is the server itself. Like everybody else, that if you've ever been onto a server with abusive staff, then you could tell that whether if that's a good server or a bad server to go into, that my friend has been banned from a server just because of something that isn't all that serious. But what their explanation is that it takes away from donations. So the server just seemed more money hungry than everything else or anything else. They banned people for doing things that you would not think that was also offensive or was also bad. I've read some posts. One person was banned for actually breeding Mischievous, which was only available for Halloween, but in the mechanics you're able to actually breed it, and they banned them for the reason why it's like you could only donate for it. So if you were to make Pokemon, have them breed and sell them to other people, you're taking away the opportunity for people to actually donate for the Mischievous. So we ban you and we reset your Pokemon, we reset everything that you have, so you start out with nothing. How does that make you feel if you were to work with so many things that you've gotten a lot of things on your own and then everything gets resetted because you made one little mistake that wasn't all that big of a deal? No warning, no explanation, it just happens. You wouldn't want to stay on that server, so you would leave to another server. So again, how staff reacts, how staff are, how they do, and what they say really reflects on everybody else. It's just, I really don't want to make this like comparison, but it's just, it's like looking at a bad cop. Because staff members have authority, cops have authority. What cops do reflects on how they are. Not everybody is the same though. I have to emphasize that. Not every cop is the same, nor is every staff member the same. So if there's always that one bad staff or one bad cop, it really reflects on everybody else's mentality on what staff is or what cops are. Like if there's a bad cop who abuses power, then people may think that all cops are the same way, that they abuse their power. It really takes away from the good staff and the good cops, so people just assume that everyone is the same, that they can't trust the staff or they can't trust the officers, so it just makes it harder for the good officers to try to assert their authority or to actually help people if people have this bad image of them. That's exactly the same way that we feel. We don't want to have a bad image, but at the same time that we need to actually have the rules enforced and have it set in place so that situations like bad drama and bad other things would not happen anymore. So yes, I do have feelings, and yes, I hate that I have to make like decisions on the spot, whether it's going to be good decisions or maybe it'd be bad decisions. Meaning that if I were to punish my friends for acting the way that they're acting, does that make me a bad person? Does it really make me a bad person? Or is it that I am not actually taking the friendship into consideration? I am taking the overall morale of the server above everything else. That if I could let this continue, it only is going to end badly and it's only going to leave more tension. And then of course it's just going to be like a back burner waiting to explode, that eventually it's going to happen one way or another. That if tensions are not resolved and things are not talked out and things are just going to happen again and again and again, then it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse. I have seen this for myself, to where there's always two people arguing against each other. Like literally, they would always argue against each other. They would always fight each other. We give them so many multiple warnings, and then nothing is done or nothing is said. It's just empty warnings and empty like consequences. Then it just gets worse and worse and worse, and everybody is just up to the point where they are absolutely annoyed. Later on, it's just one of the people actually has been banned from the server. One of the two people have been banned on the server, and then for the other person, literally, it was just like uplifting. It was literally uplifting to where the person actually became a staff member and they actually changed the way they act. The maturity was just, it was boosted apparently. Like once the other person was gone, then the other guy was just a good person. He is very helpful. He does not let that affect him anymore. He literally changed for the better because of what has happened. So things could actually turn out good, but is that it could have been better sooner. It could have gone better. Like, it was to the point where we did not even want to see it anymore and we had to vote on it, but it shouldn't have not gone to that point. If we actually been more consistent with the rules and actually stood by it, abide by them, and actually enforced them when it was supposed to be enforced, it could have been dealt with sooner. So that is a perfect example I should have used at the beginning. That situation, the person who has gotten banned has gotten so many warnings so many times. And now that the fact of the matter is that the final ban hammer has been set in place. He is no longer on the server. And then for the other guy who kept arguing with him, he changed in maturity. He has changed dramatically. He is now a helpful staff member and things are a little bit better for him. Next episode, next video, I'm going to put my personal thoughts, and I'm not going to try to repeat everything that I've been saying, but let's see how well that goes. So until then, have a great day everyone. I am SwordKing090, and as always, I will see you in the next video.